Hi, I'm designer Jen Gallacher and welcome to a cafe card video. These videos are hosted by Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine, and today we're using this charming Jillibean Soup collection. This particular collection includes pea pod parts, which include all of these die cuts and come from the Cool as a Cucumber collection. Soup labels, mini alpha stickers, coordinating label stickers, and all of these beautiful pattern papers, which are of course double-sided and include beautiful tone-on-tone and smaller patterns on the back. I'm going to use this collection to create a few cards today. Let's get started. To start with, I've cut this little rectangle from the green pattern paper. You'll see that it has words on the other side, but we are going to use it horizontally. Then I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to use the 1/2 inch corner. And I'm going to round all of the corners on this card. So using the guide, I'll just stick it in and round each corner. And we'll set that aside. And then to the bottom, I'm going to take some of that triangular pattern paper and I'm going to use the orange side and roll it across here. So we'll just add adhesive to it. And then you'll notice that I haven't attached it to any kind of a card base, and that's so that I can add some twine to it. We're just going to add some of this crochet twine. You could also use baker's twine. Wrap it around a few times, and then we're going to tie it in a bow. Now we can attach it to our card. Now for the card base, I've simply cut a piece of white cardstock and I'm going to attach it to the top. And then I'm going to use the corner rounder and I'm going to use that crocodile again and I'm going to cut the corners. You could do this step beforehand if you prefer. Make sure you don't try and cut through that twine. And that just eliminates all those layers of cardstock. Now to the top here, I'm going to add one of the stickers from the sticker sheet, and I'm going to place it just behind that green piece of pattern paper. And then to the back, what I suggest that you do is you take some of this baby powder and you just dust it on the back. And this is just from EK Success, and it just, again, contains baby powder, but that makes the sticker unsticky. So then it's more like a die cut. Now we're going to create a little scene. We're going to take the little moped and the adventure word, and we'll stick that on. And I'm trying to place the adventure right along the middle here. Place the little moped on top. And then I want the little dog to sit on top, but I'm going to add some pop dots to the back of him so he stands out a little bit more. And then before I place him down, I'm going to add a few tags, but I want to get the placement where I want. So while the adhesive is still on the back of those adhesive squares, I'm going to place the tags, also from the die cut pack, right behind him. I'm going to layer them a little bit. And this next tag, you'll see that I've tied them both with twine. I'm actually going to tuck it so it says Love Adventure. And now we can add the little dog. He's again going to sit on the top of that moped and slightly overlap the tags. Then a fun border that you can do is you can repeat a pattern that you already have. So I have these rounded corners here. I've pre-cut a piece of this arrow pattern paper. It has more mopeds on the back. And again, we're going to use the crocodile tool, but this time we're going to use the 1/4 inch rounder. And that will make the corners just slightly smaller. And then we're going to tuck that right underneath that first orange piece of pattern paper. And you can trim it if you need to. just want to tuck it slightly underneath so it just kind of peeks out through the bottom. So we've just repeated the design, it's just a little bit thinner. So here's our first card using this Cool as a Cucumber collection kit from Jillibean Soup. For this card, I've pre-folded a sheet of white cardstock, and then I've cut a rectangle from the bow tie pattern paper and the one that has the blue pattern on the other side. We'll go ahead and attach that to the white cardstock. And it doesn't matter the orientation of the bow ties. You can use them as a horizontal or vertical orientation. Now, something fun that you can do with this triangle pattern paper is you can see that I have used the actual pattern and I cut it out with a pair of scissors. And then I flipped it over to get 2 triangles. And you can see again that I followed the pattern. And what we're going to do is we're going to layer these onto the card. We're going to layer them horizontally. And we'll somewhat follow the pattern that they have here. And then we'll trim off the excess. And then we'll layer a second one just above that. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space. And the reason for that is I'm going to take some more of that pattern paper, again, bow ties in the back, blue on the front, and we're going to overlap both of those triangles. You'll just layer that right on top on the side. And then to the bottom, right between, along this bottom edge here, we're going to add just the guys. It's a sticker. And we'll add that, kind of trying to overlap all the different pieces. And then we're going to take the guitar and we're going to use some pop dots, just like we did with the dog, and we're going to pop dot it up a little bit to the card. Just enough so that it sticks up from the card a little bit. You can see those 2 triangles are just poking out from the other side. And then to finish off the card, we'll just add a few little bits of music note die cuts. And you can use either a glue dot or a little bit of adhesive on these. And we'll have them stick out a little bit from the guitar. Again, glue dot or a little bit of adhesive, but do be gentle because they are fragile in paper. So here's a card using the Cool as a Cucumber collection from Jillibean Soup. Be sure to subscribe to the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine YouTube channel so you don't miss out on our other tutorial videos.